What's going on, guys? Kyle here of Variety Errors. Thanks for joining me on another video. This is our daily bill search video where we'll go through my pocket money and I can show you what to look for in your pocket, your purse, your wallet, your knapsack, your shoe, whatever it is you keep your money in, and show you what to look for to see if you can find stuff that's worth more than the face value of the bills that you have in your pocket. So let's get to the video. Let's look through some bills, see what we can find, and see if we get lucky and find something worth just like $1 trillion that I can share with all you beautiful people. It is another beautiful day. It's Tuesday morning, August 28th, 2018. And here we are looking through some more bills on our daily bill search video. So let's get right to it. We can start off with another crappy $1 bill like we did in the last video or the video before that. We'll see if we'll come across any good stuff. I'm just holding the bill up right now so we can kind of talk about it, but I'll attempt to not fidgetedly shake it around. Or I could just set it still, and then we'll talk about it that way. That way you're not annoyed the entire time. So, let's start looking at by looking at this overall condition of the bill. I won't jabber-jaw you about it. You can see it, I can see it. It's obviously pretty crapped up. It's a Series 2009, which is shown right down here at the bottom, to the bottom right of Washington's portrait. They haven't really changed around the $1 bill much. If you watch my other videos, we talk about the history of bills and stuff like that. That might bore you, it might be interesting, who knows, but you can check those videos out if you like them. Everything else seems to be printed appropriately on here. Nothing's shifted. One good way to check shift is look at the green portions of the bill, the serial number, and the Department of the Treasury seal. You'll notice that they'd be shifted over to the right a little bit that way. Sometimes they are shifted, or I said to the right and pointed left. To the left, or also shifted to the right, if I can remember what direction my bill is in. So anyway, let's look at the reverse of the bill. It's also pretty beat up. It looks like it's been folded twice. We can see that crosshair pattern over the middle of the bill showing that. So we'll move on from that bill. Nothing was collectible with that serial number. As you can see, this is shifted to the right slightly, but this is actually closer to where it should be. If you look at this previous bill, we can see that the seal for the Department of the Treasury isn't sitting exactly the same spot here as this one, which is over to the right some. I've seen them shifted far left, I've seen them shifted far right, kind of, you know, unless it's really, really dramatic, it's nothing to collect. Same deal, this is a series number down here, series date, which is 2013. They did shift over. There was a different Secretary of the Treasury, but the Treasury of the United States was still the same person during this time. We can see that our plate annotations are on here. This is kind of just the general layout of the bill is what I'm going over. But nothing collectible as far as serial number. Nothing jumps out as far as errors or varieties with the bill. So, you know, we'll kind of just move on from this one. Somebody's written on this, so thank you, Devin. You son of a gun. Writing on bills. Nothing collectible with the serial number. They match up, which is good and bad in some ways. Everything else seems to be pretty straightforward. Series 2013. Same deal. They had shifted over, they had changed over Secretary of the Treasury at the time, but no graphics changes on from 2009 to 2013. Some sludge on the back, so we'll just keep on a moving. Nice $5 bill. As you guys know, I really like $5 bills a lot. Let me shift this up slightly. I like $5 bills quite a bit. The newer design on them is really cool. I think the addition of the background graphics on multiple denominations of bills is pretty badass in my opinion. Let's see. Series 2013. 2009 is when they changed around the bill a little bit, and then they added some more graphics enhancements. You can see this has been folded a couple times. Just kind of kill the value on that one. Same type of bill here, another 2013. You can see here where they annotate the plate in like sheet position and stuff. So if you look right here, let me see how close I can get. There's a C and a D. That just annotates where it was on the plate and where it was printed. $10 denomination, banknote, the Federal Reserve note. Let's see, serial number 836-42937. This is actually shifted pretty far over on this where it says 10. This should actually be sitting a little bit more on the T, but it's not really collectible. It's also printed kind of crooked, but not enough to really notice. I just notice it because I look at them an obsessive amount. The back of the bill looks like we have some lipstick or Kool-Aid or something on here. Maybe just got dirt on it or whatever. But nothing collectible. Going through some 5s today. That's cool. I like 5s. Another $5 bill, Series 2013. What do we got here? So, nothing jumping out at me. It isn't as in bad shape, although you can tell it got wet at one point up in this corner. You can see that discoloration there. Let's see if I can get my camera to focus a little bit more. On the back of the bill, let's look and see if it kind of bled through. It did not, so the back is in a lot better shape, which is nice. But still nothing collectible. There's a lot of cool anti-counterfeiting measures that are up in these numbers here form a constellation. As well as there's an imposed 5 here that you can't see unless you put it under infrared or up to light. There's also one here. So that's pretty cool. You can look at my video on security features of bills if you're interested in anti-counterfeiting measures that they do in bills. Peru is the most counterfeit producing country in the world. Or at least they were. There's probably a lot from China and a couple other places too. This is pretty beat up $1 bill. This is a 2009. I just think it's interesting that, you know, you can look at 2 different 2009 series bills and one will be in extravagantly great condition. The other one's just totally beat to crap. So that's really interesting. The duration of bills is also less for $1 bills since they're used more frequently than other denominations like hundreds and 50s. You know, a lot of people don't want to spend their $100 bills or $50 bills, so they do have a little bit longer life expectancy. So far, we haven't found any misaligned prints, any miscuts, nothing with ink, both lack thereof or excessive amounts of ink. This is another 2009 series, printed appropriately. I mean, obviously, we're looking for stuff that's more in your face than not. Nice $20 bill. It's in a lot better condition. This is a Series 2013 also. Serial number 694-74926. I like when I see stuff that starts at the same number because I can, you know, sometimes you'll find a radar bill that reads the same way forwards and backs, or forward and back, so that's nice. Nothing crazy as far as on the obverse of the bill. The reverse of the bill looks to be correct as well. So nothing, you know, error or variety in there. There's a couple other features that are anti-counterfeiting features that are also up in these numbers here. Same constellation and stuff like that. Forms a constellation, you get what I'm saying. You can see this is shifted to the left a little bit, but unless it's not touching that E at all, I wouldn't consider it collectible in my opinion. Serial numbers match up. Everything seems to be appropriate on the bill. It's actually a very nice condition 2013 bill in comparison to the ones that we have seen. Another thing that I just want to note, let me see if I can get my camera to focus on it. There we go. Where it says Federal Reserve Note at the top of the bill, you'll notice in between the lettering that, you know, you do have some bleed overs of ink and stuff. That is not collectible unless it's obscuring one of those letters. That, you know, goes through a multi-printing process, so probably by the second strike through, it's gonna kind of bleed the black ink in between the lettering, so it's not really collectible. I've had a couple people ask me about that. Not the case. Another $5 bill, Series 2013. I love the graphics in the back. I love the Great Seal in the back of the $5 bill. This one, you can see some spotting on the flag crest that is on the shield, or on the chest of the eagle, but it's not collectible. That's pretty standard, and usually that's from threads that are interlaced into the paper for anti-counterfeiting and U.S. banknote identification and stuff. Another folded up $1 bill. Looks like Washington is blind in one eye. Nothing collectible with the serial numbers. This is Series 2013 also. We've already talked about some of the changeovers with that. They don't think they're going to do a graphic design on $1 bills, at least for a couple more years. I heard it, from what I've researched, it's going to be in the 2020s, most likely, that they implement major changes to the $1 denomination. Would have been cool if we would have swapped this with like a 5 and this with a 6. Then we'd have a broken ladder. It'd be 2 through 9, which would be cool. But we don't. Federal Reserve Bank of New York is the B. Everything else seems to be printed appropriately on here, so nothing collectible so far. It's got some smudge and crap on it from just general use. Last but not least, we would have been able, if this wasn't a 7, a couple numbers were switched around, but woulda, coulda, shoulda. Nothing really collectible in this run, everyone, so a bust. Nonetheless, I don't always find stuff, I kind of just go through it. I've been out early looking through banknotes this morning while doing errands and stuff, so nothing cool in this stack of bills. But thank you for joining me on another daily bill search on Variety Airs. Check out VarietyAirs.com for our newly updated with 2018 and 2019 prices of coins and currency, both air and just standard and antique coins. Check it out. Thanks for seeing me in this video, or my hands rather, and see you in the next video.